Hello everybody, welcome to the ChampSPEAK showcase with the our host. Today we are casting a topic on which we have been planning since 3 weeks ago, which is about students teacher satisfaction. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Benedict.
I'm Kelly.
And Felix.
And I am Lingwei.
To start, let me tell you what student satisfaction means. Student satisfaction can be defined as a short-term attitude resulting from an evaluation of students' educational experience, services, and facilities. Earlier, it was measured by common satisfaction frameworks, but later, higher education specified satisfaction models were developed. Student satisfaction feedback is then defined as the options of students about the service they receive as students. This may include perceptions about learning and teaching, organization of educational process, learning support facilities, and learning environment.
What is the importance of student satisfaction? Student satisfaction not only does it improve performance, but also promotes your students' population's mental health and stability, which are conducive to both short-term learning goals and long-term character building and social inclusion.
Based on the research survey we conducted, it seems that 74% of the students like going to school because they want to meet their friends and do activities in school. The other 26% of them do not like going to school because there is nothing to do and the teachers are boring. Then I also don't like to go to school because I feel so boring.
As you can see from the pie chart, a lot of students I don't like doing homework. It's because the student hate the subject and their teacher, while the other student like doing homework due to the friends that they like, the subject and the teacher. And do you know that what subject do you like? You can type as a comment or you don't like. Do you like the homework or um, don't like the homework? My opinion is I hate the homework very much.
Based on what we have found, 16% of them have strict teachers in their class. And based on the research, 84% of them do not prefer strict teacher in school. So Benedict, why do the students say their teachers are boring?
They say teachers are boring, maybe because the teachers just teach without interactions with the students, which means that the teacher just teach without answering them, or the teacher just teach without caring whether they understand or not, whether they are focusing or not. Or maybe the teacher talk and talk and talk without giving any work to them as the teacher teach. Or it is due to the students that do not participate in class, which causes them to feel bored studying.
So, Lingwei, why do the other students not want to do their homework?
Well, they don't want to do their homework. Maybe feel lazy to do it, or maybe they just don't like doing homework. I think the teacher should give a homework for us revision, but not too much, right? Um, Homework, as most of them don't study at home, and home is a place of rest.
Uh, we have a comment saying that he doesn't like pendidikan moral. Wow. Yes, I can a little bit agree that as moral is also pretty hard, a little. It might be easy, but moral it depends. Sometimes it might be hard, sometimes it might be easy. Kelly, you may continue.
In your opinion, are strict teachers important, Benedict?
For me, strict teachers are still important to maintain the school discipline, but too many strict teachers are bad for the students' mental health. It is, I say this because they might feel stressed out with the high strict level and they have no freedom. They cannot study properly, which is bad for them. And for me, strict teachers in school is a 50-50. There must be teachers that are strict, but they are fun and interactive. And as we come to the end of our showcase, we would like the Ministry of Education to look into this matter, the matter of students and teachers being satisfied with each other. We would like to say thank you to the listeners of, especially our Facebook viewers, for supporting us and for watching us. And we have a comment. What is considered strict? Are you can speak teachers strict? Well, I mean by strict, there are two types of strict types of teacher. One type of strict teacher is that the teacher is just too strict. Their face really looks really too serious. Then, like when you stare at them, they will like so scared. Like you, you just do a very small mistake, and they straight away punish you or maybe give you overtime. Uh, Another type of strict teacher is strict by your homework. Maybe he cares about whether you do your homework or not, whether you understand his teaching or not. And this kind of strictness is actually good. They give you homework to make sure you understand, but then they give you homework with a purpose. And the ChampSPEAK teachers here are great. They are not that strict. They are only they mostly care about the students in Champs here.
Maybe like lots of times that maybe have some time, right? And I thought the teacher, I think is like most teacher is like the must be the serious to take care of the student lah. I think some, so there will be like there was a look like very not that good. Yeah. Maybe some they look like good, but the one is not good. Okay.
Okay,
That's all.
so Gilly, what is your opinion on strict teachers?
Say something.
Maybe say something about strict teacher.
I think strict teacher, will help me in my study, but I actually don't like strict teacher with my
So it's a 50-50.
yeah.
So as we want to round this up, thank you for being with us. Have a great evening. This is the owls flying out.
Bye bye. Hello, and thank you for tuning into the stream. My name is Amber Georgia. I am 16 years old, and I'm schooling at College Tundato Tuan Buhay Puja.
Good. That's a good teacher. I'm Vanessa. I'm 14 years old and I school at SMK Center.
And today we're going to discuss, should we allow the use of devices in school? So, for all of us here, we all agree that we should be able to use our devices in school, and here's why. So, I'm going to bring up my point, and that is devices help classes to become more engaging. So classes that utilize the old way of teaching with textbooks and writing down stuff on the board, that stuff, it can feel boring. Okay, um, like schools have been doing this for a long time, and it has just become outdated to a lot of students in the 21st century. So, teachers can use various apps, play videos on YouTube, or do quizzes with their students. These methods will keep a class engaging and helps make learning things easier for students. Unlike physical quizzes, where
teachers will just give you a paper and then you have to answer the questions on there. Online quiz platforms such as quizzes give out rewards to those who do well in the quiz, like giving away power ups that boost your points, or give you some sort of power up that gives you an easier time to answer questions, like removing some wrong answers. Uh, all of these things make classes fun and competitive in a lighthearted way, so students can compete with each other, in a lighthearted way. There are countless educational videos on YouTube that teach subjects in a very engaging way. They teach topics in a way that will keep a student's attention. And teachers can play such videos to make education more effective for teachers and for students. Classes will be a lot more fun, and classes will be more memorable. So all of the things that you'll learn will stick in your head more. So yeah. So next is you.
Devices can help students to make students collaborate together easily. Collaboration technology helps expand access to education, which means that students will have easier time to get education. With it, schools have the ability to reach more students. Using videos, online instructions can be as effective as traditional face-to-face interactions. Meanwhile, collaborative learning models are transforming the way educators teach the students engage. Group projects can now feel more engaging and easier to all students out there. They can also contribute to the project by anytime, anywhere, as long as they have the device on them.
All right. So how about you?
Next is the use of devices helps students be ready for the future. The use of devices will help build a nation that is the ICT literate. Students who want to work at the ICT fields have to start learning the skills from young. In this day and age, being ICT literate proves to be extremely useful as we incorporate more and more technology in our daily lives. It has now become a necessity to know the basics of using computers even for simple tasks.
Okay. So here's the fourth point, and that is devices. Devices like phones and computers will help students to find information easier. So computers, they can store information. So if you need to store anything for future use, you can store it on the computer and it'll be there. So if you want to look back on a project you've done, or if you've saved a website that helps you with a topic, and you want to refer to that website to understand, you can just easily find it again. And also computers, you can also save, like I said before, you can save all of your group projects on there, so that it's easier to access. Textbooks can feel very restricting with information because, of course, they don't go too in depth into certain information that you might want to delve deeper into so that you can understand things better. So if we allow students to get on their devices to research these topics further inside the class, it will help them to understand better. It will help students to. It will encourage them to answer questions as well, because uh, you know when they find out when they find out more about a certain topic, they'd of course want to ask more questions because they need answers. Uh, like students, they like finding out the answers to everything, and with devices, all of that is very easy. It makes learning more engaging, makes things more fun. Okay, so next is Jaden.
Devices can also help us focus on our studies and maybe can improve us in overall our like our works, like for example in books or other than that. And it can also and not only that, gadgets can also improve the efficiency of teaching methods. Like for example, you can use quizzes or online classes as well.
And for our last point today, devices are useful in many ways. Like we can use our phone to call our parents if we are in school. We can also use devices for communication. We use devices now for communications, entertainment, health monitoring, transportation, organ, organ, organization, employment, and more. We also use devices for looking at the time right now.
So and and so what do other people have to say about this other than us? We've we've made a Google form and we asked a few people to fill it out and to see what they feel about certain questions, what they feel about the use of devices and how they can help. So so 100% of the students that answered our Google form said that devices, teaching students on how to use devices for important tasks like making graphs or to help out with school projects can definitely help them in the future. This ties into the point. This ties into a point we brought up earlier on how the use of devices helps students to be ready for the future because the future is working towards the future is working towards a time where we will exclusively use devices because pen and paper we don't use that anymore to do work because it's much easier to do things on a device because everything's on there and yeah.
that you may be asking is, do you think devices will make study more effective? More effective? Yes. Devices will make study more effective. 44% of students said yes to the question that to the focusing.
So we have another one over here with 66.7%. Do you think that secondary school students should be allowed to bring devices like phone or laptops to school? Yes, actually, so that it makes collaborating more easier, and teachers can also use this to, teach fun more subjects. For example, like English, you got YouTube videos to share. You can just bring your laptops and teacher just share the link to you, and then you open it in your laptop.
So, so in conclusion, we've seen that people, students want the use of devices to be more widespread in schools because they feel like that devices will actually help with studying and with lessons and all of that. And so us who also want to work towards that future where we're able to utilize devices in an educational setting, uh, we that would be that would be really beneficial for not only students but to the teachers as well. So that's it from us today. Thank you for tuning into this stream. My name is Amber, and we're ending the call right now. So, see you.